Film is commonly referred to as a visual medium. Show don't tell, visual storytelling, such phrases have permeated the lexicon of cinema, causing us to lose track of the art of sound design and how it brings uniformity to moving images. A film's sound design can create a wide array of emotions. Sounds can be subjective, by placing us inside a character's mind, or objective, by placing the viewer in the world of the film. Eraserhead blurs the line between subjective and objective sound to emphasize Henry's fear of fatherhood and his attempts to escape the responsibility in his mental happy place. Henry, our protagonist, inhabits a world of urban decay. Industrial noise occupies the background, following Henry wherever he goes. The sound in the objective world is harsh, with intensity and distinct timbres that oftentimes overpowers the dialogue.
Where have you been?
Other times, the sound design is acousmatic. We hear sounds without seeing their originating cause, like the roaring subway sound or the constant gushing winds we never see. When Henry enters the building, the idiosyncrasies of the sound design from the outside world follows. Bleeding through the walls is a floating ambient noise harmonizing with the other interior sounds, creating a less abrasive environment.
Hello there.
Hello.
Yet the interior sounds are often exaggerated by playing with fidelity and intensity, creating a disorienting and uncomfortable sound experience. On numerous occasions, when the camera pulls in, the sound increases in loudness with the tightening of the image, creating a disorienting effect. This disorienting and uncomfortable sound design comes full circle when Henry and Mary start parenting their grotesque baby. The child's cries take up a lot of film time and are constant background noise, highlighting the fear and grave responsibility of fatherhood. The baby's incessant crying eventually drives Mary out of the apartment.
Shut up!
And Henry is left alone to care for the child, leading him to find solace with the lady in the radiator. In Eraserhead, the exaggeration of sounds challenges the audience to consider what is the diegetic and non-diegetic sound. Are these sounds really this amplified, or is the intensity of these sounds all in Henry's head? In the subjective world, sound is less intrusive. Music, rather than sound effects, dominates the sound design. The atmosphere is more peaceful once Henry enters his happy place with the lady in the radiator. When Henry's in this world, the industrial ambient noise and the wailing of his child cease, and he's at peace. There are various leitmotifs connected to this world. Each time Henry looks at the radiator, there is a high amplitude sound like the radiator beckons him, and gets louder and more exaggerated as the camera pulls in. Another leitmotif is the carnival music that plays in The Lady in the Radiator world. This same song plays when we are first introduced to Henry, which creates a link between both worlds. This film offers this subjective world as a peaceful alternative, which Henry uses to escape his fears. However, as the film progresses, the subjective and objective worlds begin to collide. After Henry has an affair with his neighbor, he retreats to his happy place, but soon finds that the baby's cries and the abrasive outside noise has bled into this world, leading to the baby popping out of Henry's head. When Henry returns to the real world and attempts to speak to his neighbor, the child's cries are replaced by mocking laughter, taunting Henry. When Henry catches her with another man, once again his head turns into his child's. Embarrassed and overwhelmed by the responsibility of fatherhood, Henry decides to kill his child. By blurring the line between objective and subjective sound, Eraserhead's sound design creates a disorienting and abrasive world, emphasizing Henry's fear of fatherhood and challenging the audience to consider what is the diegetic and non-diegetic sound. Is the objective world that intense and exaggerated, or are we experiencing this world from Henry's subjective point of view?